Folks, the day is finally here. I came home to this package sitting on my doorstep, and it is a package from none other than EGS Comics. We got some slabs in here with their brand new proprietary cases, guys. I am beyond mind blown. I have been waiting. I've known this was coming for months and months and months since the first initial announcement, and I've had books waiting at EGS because I wanted them to get into these new slabs. I can't wait to do this unboxing and honest review with you folks today, guys. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. Check out all the links in the description below as well. But me and my right-hand man, Red Deadly Man, we're going to get into this. I've been waiting way too long, and I'm so excited. I am, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. So, for those that aren't aware, EGS Comics is a third-party grading company that has been around for a few years now. They've been doing some really awesome things, growing as a company, trying to, battle in a market that is dominated by CGC and, of course, CBCS. They've had a lot of success. They offer those nice custom labels, which is, a niche market that is different than what the other big two are offering or anyone else is offering, including other smaller companies like PGX. There's been some slack their way because of the fact that they did not have their own custom proprietary cases that they used. So I know that was a big kind of question mark for many people. Many people didn't mind because they still enjoyed the aesthetics of the slab. Maybe they liked the quality of grading service that they actually received from the company, the transparency, the grader's notes, all the awesome things that EGS has offered. But now they are setting themselves apart because we have custom proprietary cases just like all the other companies. So we're going to get into this. And like I said, folks, many of you probably know that I have built a relationship with Tony, president of EGS. But I'm not here to sell you, to pitch you a sales pitch. I'm here to give you my honest review. And Tony knows this. He knows it with me. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything. I'm not a yes man. I'm not getting paid for this. There's nothing in it for... Wow. There's nothing in it for me other than to be honest. And believe me, Tony knows that with me, guys. Wow. So first off, I do want to let it be known that EGS is working with a packaging company. There's no information on that packaging company, but they're going to be handling all of their shipments, which are going to come with awesome custom like styrofoam pieces to make sure that your slab books are secured. If I can, I'll leave a link to them in the description below. I forget what their name was, but it looks like they did a very good job packaging these. Oh my God. I can already tell that I am absolutely... Oh, wow. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Which one do I do first? Which one do I do first? Let's do this one. You guys ready for it? Okay, they come in a, in a bag, in a poly bag. So this is a Wonder Woman Black and Gold, issue number 6. Just an amazing cover. Now, I wanted a simple black and gold custom label, and there it is. Oh, these feel nice already. I do have a CGC and a CBS slab right here that we're going to look at and compare. Look at that very just simple, basic label that just pops and adds to the book. You got the EGS hologram on the front. It used to be on the back. I like it on the front. It solidifies, boom, right there. And I didn't even know. I was so excited about the label, the look, the feel, the case. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I got a 9.8. I wasn't paying attention to any of these. I'm just looking at them, feeling them like, oh my God. Oh, okay. I see. I'm getting excited. Okay, let's take this out of here. Oh my God. First off, as always, you get the certificate of authenticity with every book with grader notes, no matter the grade. Grader's notes, no matter what. You can get a 10.0 and there's going to be grader's notes. I don't know what the 10.0 would say, maybe flawless victory or something like that. Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I'm going to be completely honest. These are above my expectation. Hands down. These cases are above my expectation, and I'm 100% serious. Look at this case. Now remember, guys, you don't have to do custom labels. They have a standard certified blue label, just like the other companies. Look at this case. This is so nice. It's smooth. One thing that I noticed right when I grabbed it, they're heavy, which they're a good heavy. They're a good heavy. They might be a little. They're definitely. I think the CBCSs are the thinnest and lightest. They feel about the same thickness as a CGC slab, but one thing that I noticed, rounded edges, and I love that. So CBCS has more of a. It's not as round. It's not as smooth, and I don't like that. I love the fact that CGC, it's smooth and more rounded. These feel very similar. CGC's cases are a little bit thinner in the where the well sits, the main part of the book. This is a little thicker, I could tell. But just amazing feel and look. You do have the label on top. I will say that this is something that could be improved upon in the future. But remember, in their old, cases that they used, it used to have the little hinges, and everybody hated the hinges. I still thought they looked really well for what they were, but no more hinges, and you actually do have a label. Where we know that, not too long ago, CGC had the sticker as well, but it's actually part of the label and it's on the inside. So of course, that's a one up for CGC, and CBCS doing the same thing. But still, you have it there. So if you're filing it away and you got that up there. Very nice. Very nice. And I believe the color theme falls in line with the back of the label, which has their website and the certification number. Just like CGC and CBCS have certification numbers, they have the CGC has the barcode. No barcode or QR code for EGS yet, but you do get the number. Now, no, what do you call it? No rings. I'm trying to look at just the clarity of the book, of the case. See, that's the comic book cover. That's on the cover. Yep, it is nice and clean, guys. Look at how clear that is. And these are UV protectant. Now, I don't know exactly to what percentage, but they are UV protectant, which is a one-up on even CGC. So big shout out to EGS for making that happen. Now, let's look at the book sitting in the well. I'm going to give it a little shake. It does, you can feel it kind of shake a little bit, which if CGC, very guilty. CGC is definitely shake, probably a little bit more shake going on. CBCS, no shake. So I give it to CBCS, no shake. That's solid. A little bit of shake going on. Now this is a square bound book. Now let's see how it sits in the well. Pretty even. You guys can see it's nicely evenly set in the well. The label has a little bit of an indentation right kind of in the, you can't see like that. I don't know if you guys could see, But you can't see that it's not sitting completely flat. It kind of goes in a little bit right here. I mean, if I'm looking at it like this, I can't really tell. But when I get it like this, I can see it a little bit. Yeah, it just goes down a little bit. Yeah, now let's see. I mean, you can see that, like, this is where they clamp together. They are sealed on the sides, just like CGC and CBCS. I can't get in there. I can't pull it apart at all. I'm trying. I really am. Nope. Let's see. Okay, a little bit of a pop right here. I don't know if you guys seen that. See, you can hear it. A little bit of a pop. It opens up a little bit, but then I can't move it past that. So I still can't get into the case, but it did pop a little bit. Or at least it sounded like it did. Did you guys hear that little bit of a... Yep, a little bit of a pop right in the middle, I think. But it still won't open up. So I don't know if any other case has any type of pop. Oh yeah, I could get into here. There's no pop with CGC, but I can literally... I don't want to do too much because this is my book. I could get my fingers in here. I could go right in and put my fingers in here. Now this is, like I said, you could kind of hear it, a slight little open up, and you know, I could set my fingernail right kind of in there. But once I do that, I can't spread the case open unless I maybe like He-Man'd it and try to rip it apart. Okay, so let's look at a different book here. Another one. Now, this one, and this is a really awesome thing about EGS. If you're going for the custom labels, you can give input. And I basically did a mock design, and they copied it almost to the T. Nubia in the Amazon's number 5. This is the Black History Month variant. And look at that. Let me take it out of the bag. Look at this custom label, just like I wanted it. Another 9.8. Certificate of authenticity, a slight scuff top and bottom left corner front cover. Look at that. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, so one thing I do notice about this one is it's not sitting in the well perfectly straight. Do you guys see how there's a bit more of a gap right here next to over here? So that, I think, out of everything that I've seen so far, now let's see if I do this, if it moves. Nope. Oh, I mean, it's in there. It's not moving. This one actually isn't moving at all. So remember I said the first one, where's the first one? A little bit of a wiggle. Maybe that's because of it being a square bound, but it sits really nice and even in there. This one has no wiggle, but a little bit crooked. So I will say this. If I'm presenting this, I would definitely want it to be as asymmetric in there and flush as possible. So maybe that's something, you know, EGS going through the grading process as they, you know, take it, you know, get the grade, and they're doing the encapsulation process, that we can make sure that the books are all pretty even. Now, I do see a little bit of what looks to be similar to a Newton ring. I don't know if you guys could see this on this one. Right there. You see that? But what I think it is, I think that isn't on the case itself, but maybe the encapsulation, that bag that, you know, all the companies use. They use that inside bag to enclose the book in. It might be from that, or maybe that hitting the inside of the actual case and causing something like that. I would say that's very similar to a Newton ring. Unless the light is shining right on it, I can't see it at all. I can't, like, I'm looking at it like this. I can't see it when that glare gets right on it, I can see it. Let's look at the top. Yep, matches the back of the label. Black History Month variant. Can't open that. Can't open that. Oh, same thing with the bottom. You can hear the pop, but once it pops, I can't even open it. Again, it pops. I can't even get my finger. I heard the pop, but I can't get my fingernail in this one. So that is interesting. I'm going to tell you guys and be honest with you. I'm not concerned with that because it's not. I can't actually open it after you hear that little pop, and it's not allowing the book to shift at all. So still very, very beautiful. And last but not least, we have this amazing. I'm blown away. All right. Miles Morales, Eastside Comics. Miles Morales, number 39. Eastside Comics variant. Look at that beauty. In a 9.6. With a custom label with that red spiderweb on the black label. And that is just beautiful. This one sits nice and even in there. Looking awesome. Yeah. It's clean, smooth. No more Newton ring looking things on these. So it's only on that one book. This label is in here perfectly nice. I forgot to look at this label too. This one kind of does the same little bit of an indent like the first one. This one, smooth. Perfectly flush and flat. Case is solid. That was my hand. Oh, I can't even pop this one open. I don't even hear that pop at all on this one. So, yep. I can't even put a fingernail in. Nothing. Nope. Nice. Man, so I would say overall, this is by far, like, it's flawless. It's one little tiny kind of a scuff. I don't know if that's kind of inside the case, but it's like literally the size of a piece of sand. It's so very small. There's styrofoam little pieces on it that from the packaging that are all over me right now. This one is pretty flawless. I hear no popping. I can't get my fingernails in. The book is sitting nice and flush. The label is nice and flush and flat. And it just looks amazing. So, let's compare. Now, I wish I had an actual standard certified blue label from EGS, but this is where I'm impressed. Now, I like CBCS's new cases. I like them, but and I like their logos. Their labels. I do. I don't like their layout. I like their little logo, and I don't mind not having the white, although I think it does help pop. I'm going with EGS all day over CBCS in terms of the aesthetics. I am. A better case, better labels, even the blue ones. I've seen the new blue labels that EGS is doing. Plus you get the option of custom. The only plus for EGS, I mean, they are thinner if you like that. I don't care. But the only plus is that you get the top piece inside the case, right? But if you take in, checklist, I'm picking EGS over CBCS for aesthetics 100%. Now, CGC, I honestly didn't think that EGS's cases would be close to CGC. I thought they were going to be great. I thought that they would be competitive with CBCS, but I was thinking in my head, I bet CGC's cases though were still going to be that top tier case, because I do believe CGC has a top tier case, regardless of what I think about their grading, their label, whatever. Their cases are top tier. EGS is right there with them. I can't say that I like EGS's better. I do like that CGCs are a bit thinner on the inside. The frame feels like a similar thickness. Similar. But then it gets thinner on the inside. I like that. And then, of course, you have the, it's just smooth and flat. There's no differentiation. Where right here, for the label, it bumps up. And then, of course, it indents in the back. EGS does not have that. I do like that. I like the indentation back here. It's not a big deal. I like the little bump right here that sets it out apart from the actual book. So, I think that CGC has a few more little perks that add to the aesthetics of their case. But boy, is EGS like right there with them. And again, honest opinion, I'm blown away. Now, you still have, you could see like the little hole right there and like the pin inside. We don't really have a pin on the CGC case. You have the clips. You see the clips along the side. So, but again, man, I'm beyond impressed. Beyond impressed. Now, labels, of course, labels are going to be very subjective. And some people like CBCS's labels better. Some people like CGC's better. Some people really love the custom label. Some people are like, the custom label is just not for me. And I get that. But I really love the custom labels. There's some that I like more than others. Some I think I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that. Maybe that's too much or too busy. But you got to remember, the custom label tends to what the customer wants, right? I specifically wanted this one, and it was exactly what I designed. And that's perfect. Now, EGS's new blue certified labels, again, I think they ride right there with CGC and CBCS. Yeah. Here's my final thoughts, folks. If we want to talk some constructive criticism, I think the biggest constructive criticism is making sure that the books are properly set. Like, we want to make sure that they are set before they get enclosed, sealed up, and sent out. This one being a little off. I mean, I can really see it even from farther away that it's sitting in there a bit crooked. It's going up like that, right? That's my biggest critique. My second critique would be the labels sitting flat and flush. I think CGC has mastered that. Why? That's why this is here. It's not an aesthetic thing. It actually holds the label flat. Because sometimes with CBCS, I see that with the label. This one's nice and flat. Maybe they changed that with the new cases. I don't know. But I've seen it with CBCS. I've seen it with some old CGC labels. My third critique is, and again, like, I know a couple of them were popping at the bottom. This one isn't. So maybe, this is some of the first batch of comics that went out with the new labels. Or the new, God, guys, excuse me for mixing up my words here. These are some of the first batches that went out with the new cases. So maybe, it's kind of like the first in line for the new phones. Some of them may have a little quirks that you got to work through when the new iPhone releases or something like that. But like I said, even with like this bottom kind of having that little pop there, I still can't open the case up and get in there. So I'm not even concerned about it. I'm really not even concerned about it. Other than that, I'll tell you guys, and of course we got to look at the grading. And the grading is going to be subjective for each company. We know that EGS has been a lot more transparent with how they grade. Now, CGC just is releasing this, CGC's Guide to Grading Comics, similar to the Overstreet. We know that EGS follows very heavily the Overstreet guide. I want to get the CGC guide just to finally see what they're talking about, and if they actually release a transparent model of how they come to their grades. But so far from what I've seen personally, I think EGS has been very solid with their grading. But my final thoughts, because we're focusing on the cases today, guys, I'm blown away. I thought I was going to be excited just because I know what Tony and EGS can do. And I know that he wouldn't have invested in making this next step unless the product was quality. It is way above what I assumed. It was above the standard that I was in the expectations that I was setting for them. And I'm just, wow. I'm telling you. EGS, keep doing what you're doing. You got a product here. EGS is a product here. They made headways with not even using a proprietary case. They were able to stay in business and gain a loyal fan base, a customer base. Next level right here, 100%. I know there's another company out there called PGX, and I don't want to hate on PGX, but we know what happened with PGX that's turned a lot of people away. I don't think PGX will ever do anything more than what they're doing today. And I'm not saying that EGS will, be the next CGC or even CBCS. It doesn't need to be that. But boy, are they a competitor in this market. And I truly believe that. And again, my advice for EGS is to keep being transparent. You have a solid aesthetic product here. And what I think the community needs is, keep the customer service what it is. If there's any issues, be transparent about them. If there's an error with the label or a broken case, you fix those things right away. You take care of your customers. You're transparent about it. You make yourself available to have conversations. And so, because we don't want, there's a lot of people in this community that talk, especially people on YouTube. That's what I'm doing right now. And we don't want one situation, EGS sent me a book and it was crooked and now I'm going to boycott EGS or something like that. Or, I got books back from EGS and a case was cracked. Those things are going to happen. So you got to make sure that you take care of those, especially as you grow and get more of a loyal fan base, because I believe that is going to happen. It's been growing. It's going to keep on growing. Guys, I'm telling you, these cases are absolutely amazing. Amazing. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to do a close-up. Again, those round corners. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. I know you're just looking at them. I don't know if you have ever held one. If you've held one, because if you had one waiting and you're one of the first ones in line to get these back in the mail, let me know. Let me know what you think. And just let me know what you think just from seeing these on camera. Blown away. Absolutely blown away. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited. Folks, thank you guys so much for watching. EGS Comics. Their link is below, so you can check them out. I'm telling you, send a book in. Send one book in. Pay, the 20 plus, dollars total with shipping and everything, and send one book in. And get one book in your hands. And make the decision for yourself. These are absolutely amazing. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Be well. Leave your thoughts and comments below. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And until next time.